Today, we're going to try a continuity problem where we find the value k that makes our function continuous. Here we have our function f of x is equal to 3x plus 9 if x is less than negative 2 and 11x plus k when x is greater than or equal to negative 2. Our first step is to define our continuity. Now we have to remember that a function is only continuous if the limit of f of x, let me write this down, if the limit of f of x as x approaches a value a from the left is equal to the limit of f of x as x approaches a value a from the right, and that also that it's equal to f of a. So let's apply this to our function. The limit of f of x as x approaches negative 2 from the left is equal to the limit of f of x as x approaches negative 2 from the right, which is equal to f of negative 2. Now, we just have to actually write this with our functions, or equations, I should say. Now, we know that from the left, the equation that would represent our function is 3x plus 9, because on the number line, let's say negative 2 is right here, x is less than negative 2. And we know that any number less than negative 2 is going to be to the right. This entire thing is all less than negative 2. Likewise, we know that 11x plus k is going to represent our our function from the right side, because x is greater than or equal to negative 2. Here we can see this where every value greater than negative 2 is to the right of negative 2, all the way right here. It all goes this way, all the way to infinity. Our third requirement is also satisfied by this equation because it says x is greater than or equal to negative 2. So it will satisfy f of negative 2 because at that point it exists. Anyways, now let's plug in our equations. The limit as x approaches negative 2 from the left of 3x plus 9 is equal to the limit as x approaches negative 2 from the right of 11x plus k. Now what do we do here? We just plug in, and I'll leave that over there. So this will be shown as 3 times negative 2 plus 9 is equal to 11 times negative 2 plus k. We know that this is going to be negative 6 plus 9, and on the other side, negative 22 plus k. Negative 6 plus 9 is going to be 3. And then we're going to make k be by itself by getting rid of negative 22, by adding positive 22 on both sides. So 25 is equal to k. Nice. And I guess I could also do this. F of negative 2 is just 11 times negative 2 plus k, which is equal to 11. Whoa, hold up. Not 11. Come on. Equal to negative 22 plus k, which 25 already knows k. So it's equal to 3, right? Yeah. Let's check our work. Does 25 make all of this continuous? Okay. So we already know that the limit on that side is 3, right? So that's 3 from the left side. Now let's check this here. Let's continue off from here. Negative 22 plus k, knowing that k is equal to 25. That's also 3. And we just solved this over here. So 3, 3, 3, boom, boom, boom. Yeah, our value k that satisfies and makes this function continuous is going to be 25. There we go. Nice job, everybody. Y'all did good. And this was the first math problem for day 1. If you guys want to try some problems like these, go to my Delta Math class. Here's a code. And you'll see some similar problems like the one that I just did. Thank you so much, and I hope you guys have a good day.